everybody. Welcome to Boone Mountain Sports and the 2023-2024 gear review. I'm Logan.
My name's Andrew.
And today we are talking about the SR series from Stockli. Man, I love this ski so much. And there's a couple different aspects that I love about it. My favorite part is that it's an amazing family. You know, as you guys might have seen in a few of our videos, that we do have some videos just on the family of skis from a couple of different vendors. And you know, today we have the Stockli 88 SR, the Stockli 95 SR, and the Stockli 102 SR. And on the ladies' side, we have the Nela 88 and the Nela 96. We're going to go into a little bit of the construction between the two, kind of where they like to be on the mountain, what type of skier they want to be skied with. So what if we get going and talk about the 88 for a little bit?
All right, 88. SR 88, want to say SR stands for Stormrider, same as the name of Riley's newborn. It kind of is what it sounds like. It is a storm rider, you know? 88 underfoot allows it to get
No,
up
Andrew,
on edge.
what do you mean?
What?
Tell me a little bit more about Stormrider.
Stormrider?
Yeah.
Oh, Riley's baby?
No,
or
just in general.
just in general.
Just in general, what is a Stormrider?
Stormrider is a ski that was initially designed by Scott Schmidt for Stockli, just to grip and rip and just make you smile. Always. Over the years, they have tamed it down a little bit. It used to be just an absolute beef stick. If you guys can remember in the past, it was just demanding.
Absolutely.
And now they've toned it way down. This bad boy is still sporting 2 full sheets of Titanal and then a balsa fuma core. So just feels powerful. Yeah, 88 underfoot. You put this thing up on edge and it just locks in, like just straight hip locked. It's amazing.
And what I love about what Stockli does with skis, not only is it just pure magic what they do, but how they taper and what they do with the construction themselves. You can see when we're talking about the balsa fuma concept, that is an amazing great core. It's poppy, it's playful, it holds incredibly well, you know, but what they do a great job of is your edge contact from your tip to your tail. And so when you look at the shape of the tail itself, you get contact point all the way back here. So it really releases and you get full power from tip to tail, you know, with a little bit early rise. So it keeps you a little bit more on top, you know, in those kind of mixed conditions, but becomes super versatile. You know, in the 88, you have good, powerful camber. It really likes to be that full all mountain, or like front side all mountain, I should say. You know, 2 full sheets. But one thing I wanted to touch on just a little bit is how they shape their wood and then have their sheets of metal that are sandwiched on both sides of the wood. And if you get to see a profile of these skis in comparison to any other, you're gonna find how thin the actual tip is. It's pretty remarkable. So it gives it a little bit, you know, kind of supple in that tip. So it really enters in the snow really nicely and super smooth, but it has that full torsional rigidity to keep you locked in. You know, and instead of using more material in the tip, they've taken material out and reinforced it with metal, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And that's kind of like everything that you get from Stockli in the SR series is going to have that. You also have that brushed steel top sheet, you know, which no one in the industry does.
No. Not only does it look good, but it's actually functional as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful ski.
So then the 88 is the same as last year, just has a cosmetic upgrade. And then what's new for this season is the new 95. Now the 95, what they did here is they have same same construction throughout everything. So they didn't change dimension, they didn't change anything when it comes to the wood core itself, or dimensions in general from tip, waist, and tail. But they did give you a longer early rise profile. So a little bit less demanding, a little bit more all mountain, and a little bit better flotation, right? And you can seriously feel it. They made it just a little bit more approachable for pretty much everyone out there. You know, just to kind of touch on it, you know, these Stockli skis, I've said this before and I'll say it every single time. When you purchase Stockli, you're a better skier because of it. And that is something I love about how they ski and for who they're for. I think the SR series from your 88, 95 I think you can be in that intermediate range to expert range. I'm not really sure if it's a good go-to for kind of beginners.
Yeah,
but
I'd agree. Like
Yep.
you should have some framework of like knowing how to turn a ski and get it up on edge. But when we say it has 2 sheets of metal, that immediately turns a lot of people off because it's like, this is going to be aggressive. But now with what you were touching on, the suppleness of the tip and the tail now, you can approach this as an intermediate skier and it'll just progress you like crazy.
absolutely.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, a little bit of that flair in the tail, Definitely, it's a ski to come look at, touch, feel, and really look at the dimensions of it, because that's what makes this thing unbelievably great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your numero uno.
Oh, baby. I drive this more than my actual car. This is by far my #1 daily driver. If I don't know what to ski on, this is always in the box. I grab it and I take it out and I know I'm gonna have an epic time on it. This is the Stormrider 102.
Stormrider. This is like one of those things that they have absolutely nailed.
Let's go.
Champagne a poppin'.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Talk about Stockli.
That's how Andrew feels about the 102.
Oh yeah, special place in my heart with this. And a little bit about the evolution of this ski. Like when I first started skiing on this kind of iteration of ski, it was a 107 and it wasn't like the best at like holding an edge. It had some weird cutouts in the tip and tail, but it was really playful and fun. And then they moved it to a 105 and then that thing was that thing was an absolute tank. Just real stiff tail, but it was 105 underfoot, so we gave it a shot. Kind of loved it. And then when this came out, we were like, all right, they're going narrower. What's going on?
Which was weird.
And yeah, it was.
Like we were like, oh no, why are we doing that?
Yeah.
And then
And then
they
we skied
completely shocked us,
Yeah.
as they do.
It took everything, in my opinion, what they had in the 107 and the 105, kind of married it. Having the suppleness a little bit in the tip and tail, which the 105 needed, and then the just raw stability underfoot that it had. This is an absolute masterpiece.
Well, the other thing too, being balsa fuma with 2 sheets of metal, the weight of this thing is actually pretty remarkable. When you do, that's another thing that kind of scares some people from when you're talking about metal skis is weight. So what they have done is they've lightened it up pretty tremendously, but without taking away from the stability at speed, which is a hard thing to do. And that's why these guys are the magicians of skis. I think one of my favorite things, is like, who was it that invented skiing? What was the saying? We had
The Austrians.
The Austrians invented the ski.
Yeah.
The French made it fun, and the Swiss perfected it.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, love it. So you guys definitely come check it out. It's a ski that, it does put a little dent in the pocketbook, but it is so worth it. It is a fraction of the price of a new bike, for example, that you're gonna be skiing just as much on.
Oh, 100%.
So definitely come in, check it out, talk to us. We're here for questions or anything you guys need for that. But this is a ski that you should have in your quiver no matter what. You can have all 3, and they're amazing. But yes, it's Boone Mountain Sports, one of our favorite skis. So definitely come check it out. Moving on to
Cheers to that.
cheers. Moving on to the ladies' versions. They have 2 in like the Stormrider series, and they call them the Nela 88 and the Nela 96. So 88 obviously is going to be your waist width, a little bit more of that front side all mountain, but similar concept to like that, that free ride sort of style. So a little bit more forgiving than like their AW or more of their front side style skis. Super, really just, it's a good quality ski for anybody who wants to feel confident in everything that they're doing on the mountain. It skis bumps, it carves, it does a little bit of everything. And it floats okay being in the 88, but that's why they have the 96. So good front side all mountain. If you're skiing bumps and loving your carving and doing stuff a little bit more on the front side, absolutely fantastic ski for you. The 96 starts to jump into more of that all mountain paddle stick almost. They get a pretty good wide profile here in the tip, and that being a little bit more subtle allows for it to float really nicely through like that mixed condition snow that we find ourselves, especially out here in Colorado. But good dimension to it. Another, like all throughout this series, you're gonna have a very similar dimension from your tip to your waist to your tail. So everything enters very similarly and it exits really, really nice. And you can feel really confident as soon as you engage into any sort of turn that you're gonna feel that from the tip to the middle of the ski to the end of the ski, and you're just gonna flawlessly go back and forth between your turns. Like I said, you buy Stockli, you ski better.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah, another remarkable thing about this is when we see somebody skiing this ski and they put it up on edge, it just eats up the hill. Like it just looks so smooth. And so it's taking in a ton of that energy, but it's not delivering it straight to your legs. So you can ski aggressively and confidently all day long without just getting burnt out.
Which is a massive thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, skiing is not inexpensive. You want to be on the hill as long as you can.
Yeah.
So have a tool that allows you to ski all day with the most confidence and having the most fun, because skiing is all about smiling.
Yeah, smiles per hour.
Well, there's Stockli. There's your Stormrider series and your Nela series. We have them here in stock at Boone. Check us out on the website. Follow our channel. Smash that like button. If you have any questions, we're here for you. Swing on by. Cheers.